Lonnie, you're muted, bud.
DeMarcus? Yes, DeMarcus Harris.
Yes, sir.
Listen, coming from the Pancoast area in Vero Beach, Florida, which is a place that the UK has gone with decades without getting a player, and you coming out of there with the numbers you put up, and tell me some of the conversations you may have with some of the guys that's going to other places, such as other places in major colleges in Florida, and if they give you the business, so to speak. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Repeat the question.
I mean, do you have any I guess questions any conversation with other players going to other major schools down from your area, and you come to Kentucky? Do you have any conversation with those guys about it?
Yeah, I have conversations. One of my close friends, Jafari Harvey, he goes to the University of Miami. I just talked to him before they played, but they don't really give me a hard time about coming to Kentucky. Everybody down there is pretty supportive of my decision when I made it.
Now, how are you coming along as far as your practice is concerned here to make a name for yourself here?
I think I'm coming along pretty well. I'm just trying to move up on the depth chart, show the coaches what I can do, and hopefully become a starter by the season.
Who you feel is your biggest asset right now?
Asset?
Yeah, right now.
Probably my hands. I think I have one of the, if not the best hands in the receiver room, and probably my speed. I run probably a good 4.4 and a 40, so that helps me a lot.
Thank you.
John Hale.
DeMarcus, you were on the depth chart all last year, but obviously when the offense shifted with Lynn at quarterback, there was no real sense in burning your red shirt. But what were you able to get out of that year, even as maybe there weren't a lot of passes being thrown around, just for your development?
That time I dedicated myself to the weight room. I dedicated myself to learning the playbook for next year. Obviously that we didn't throw the ball that year, and I just was patient. I knew my time was coming. Talked to the coaches. They had faith in me the whole time. So yeah, that's pretty much what I dedicated myself to.
Josh.
Hey, DeMarcus, is there a sense among you guys that there's an opportunity here for your group in particular to really take this thing to the next level? Because I think everybody knows the run game is really strong, and the O-line kind of helps in both phases and can set you guys up, pretty nicely. I mean, obviously the quarterback's part of that too, but do you feel like there's a good opportunity there for you all?
Yeah, I think there's a big shift in the receiver room when Coach Bo came in. There was a big shift even when Coach Smith was here. But obviously our quarterback situation was kind of funky. So when Coach Bo came in, he's the type of coach that I like, and he's very detailed, and that's what you have to be, to be a great receiver. So I think in our receiver room it's a big shift. When we come here, it's business. It's a lot of. Well, we like to have fun, but it's a business first.
Nick.
DeMarcus, you mentioned the details. What are some of the little things that Coach Bo's taught you that you've improved on this preseason?
I think the details that I've improved on is probably, I say, one, just my blocking. Like I said, last year I dedicated myself to the weight room. I got a little bit bigger since last year. So, he trusts that I can go down and crack a safety or even a linebacker if I need to. And just the details of where, like, your hat placement when you're blocking, how many steps you need to take, the chemistry with the quarterback. He's big on that.
All right, we got time for a couple more. John Hale.
DeMarcus, Coach Stoops said there were some good catches from the receivers today in the scrimmage. Just what stood out to you from you and your position mates there today?
I think what stood out was probably just as Coach Bowles came in here, he said you have to compete. Nothing's going to be given to you. Just because you were a starter last year doesn't mean that you're going to start this year. And I think I'm a firm believer of that. So today it was just about competing. He said you got to put something on film. Film doesn't lie, so whatever we put on film is what we're going to go with, considering that this was our last scrimmage.
All right, anybody else? All right, oh, hold on, we got one. Jeff?
I slip in a buzzer beater, Matt. Thank you.
did.
Hey, DeMar. I'm always curious, going up against the other guys on the other side of the ball. Who do you really like competing with? You've got a lot of talented DBs over there. Do you have some good battles with anybody in particular?
I think all the DBs are good. There's not, one duck on the defense. They're coached very, very, very well, and all of them know what they're doing. I say I'll give you a top 4 probably. Brandon Echols, Cedric Dort, Jamari Brown, MJ, Devonshire, Tosh Dotson. All of them are coached well. They're all good. So it's a lot of competition.